Today I'm going to assemble my new Denali 425 barbecue grill from Monument Grills. And if you recently purchased one for yourself, follow along with me and I'll show you step by step how to put this together. And afterwards, if you feel like it's still too big of a task for you to take on, it's good to know that Monument Grills does offer professional assembly for $120. But if you follow along with my video, you shouldn't have any problems at all. The Denali 425 arrives in two fairly heavy boxes, so having a helping hand around really helps. Let's begin with the base plate. Here, grab the 4 caster wheels and plug them into the corners. Once they're in, these are definitely not coming back out. Now let's flip this piece over, and I'm going to lock the wheel so it doesn't roll off. On the front of the base plate, locate the 2 recessed nuts here. This is where I'll start using the hardware in the supplied package. The compartments are clearly identified by letters to help locate exactly which part I need. The first things I'm looking for are in the eye section. Screw these into the recessed nuts. And just so you know, the only tool needed to assemble a Denali 425 grill is a Phillips screwdriver. Now I need to loosen 4 screws on both ends. And these only need to come part way out. Now grab the right side panel. This is the one that has a large square hole near the top. Set this over the loosened screws and slide it into place. Then I can tighten up the screws. Okay, now I'll just do the same with the left panel. Once the sides are attached, I'll install the rear panel with 4 A screws. Just be sure that the end with the louvers are at the bottom. Once I put the top screws in, this will stabilize the side panels. Now let's install the front corner braces. Start by loosening 4 screws on the bottom right of the cabinet. Here, slip the corner brace over the screws. Then retighten. Okay, I can now repeat the same process on the left side. Moving on, it's now time to attach the front support bar. For this, use 4 F screws. With these parts in place, the main cabinet is mostly complete. At this point, I can unpack the burner box and gently place the lid on top. Here on the side, I need to flex the lid a bit to get it to slip into position, and then I'll secure it with an H screw. Now I'll do the same on the other side and use another H screw to finish it up. For this next step, it definitely helps to have a second person help move the burner box onto the cabinet. But as you can see, it's not too heavy to do even if there's no one else around. But having a friend definitely helps to align it in place. Now secure the grill box to the cabinet with 4 A screws. With the main part of the grill complete, I can move on to the right side shelf. As you can see here, I'm installing the screen baffle. But I accidentally skipped ahead to the wrong page in the instructions. This piece should actually be installed after the shelf has been attached to the main grill. In any case, this part attaches with 2 E-screws. Now, grab the battery pack and connect the 2 wires from the control board. At this point, I need to attach the plastic side panel. Make sure the center tab slips over the lip of the metal shelf. And now secure this with 6 E-screws. To attach the shelf to the main grill, loosen the 3 large screws on the right. Then slip the shelf over the extruded screws. Then underneath, just tighten everything up. Next, grab 2 A screws and 2 D spacers. To complete the shelf installation, install these screws on the inside of the grill. Now it's time to work on the side burner. It's pretty much a repeat of what I did with the first shelf. I'll start by attaching the plastic side panel with 6 E-screws. Again, be sure the metal tab in the center goes over the lip of the shelf, otherwise this piece won't align correctly. Now loosen the 3 large screws on the left side of the grill. Here, attach the side burner over the extruded screws. And like before, just tighten everything up underneath. Finish the side burner installation using 2 A screws and 2 D spacers on the inside of the grill. Now take the round LED circuit board and slip the wire into the bottom opening. Next, bring the valve control up and through the center of the opening. Then secure it in place with 2 black G screws. And finish this up by installing the plastic knob. Under the burner, I need to install the gas nozzle. Start by loosening up the 2 screws. This part goes between the bracket under the burner. This can be a bit tricky to do because the gas line is pretty rigid. But once in position, tighten the screws to hold it in place. Next, just attach the wire to the igniter. To finish up this side, connect the wire for the LED lights. Moving on, it's time to secure the gas line to the cabinet. Hold it up to the mounting spot and secure it with 1 F screw. Now find the 2 door pins in the B section of the hardware package. These slip into the front corners of the base plate. At this point, I'm really getting close to finishing everything up. Here, I'm going to take the left door and slip it over the door pin. Then on top, I'll compress the spring-loaded pin and attach the door. Okay, now I'll just do the same on the other side. At this point, it's time to install the temperature sensor. Position it so it's flush with the wall of the grill. Then slip the cover over it and secure it in place with 2 F screws. With that done, I'll install the bracket to the drip tray with 2 F screws. This piece then slides into the back of the grill. And now I can lay the included grease box on the bracket. Okay, so now I'm heading into the final steps. Place each of the flame covers over the burner tubes. Then the warming rack goes on top. And with the grill grates in place, this is starting to look really good. Now, drop in the wire bracket if it isn't already in the side burner. The very last thing to do is install the fuel tank holder. Finishing up, I can now install the igniter battery. Insert this with the positive side facing out. And the great thing is that Monument Grills includes all the needed AA batteries. And with that said, add the remaining batteries to the battery box. And there it is, my new Denali 425 from Monument Grills is fully assembled and ready to go. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all my weekly videos.